This is the BEnergyAware podcast. Hello and welcome. This episode of the BEnergyAware podcast is brought to you by Get Empowered audiobook, written and read by me, Bran Katanec. By buying this audiobook, you can learn valuable tools that can make your daily life much more manageable. And you're also supporting the creation of the new podcast episodes. You can buy the audiobook on Amazon or get the exclusive bonus edition at BEnergyAware.com/shop. Thank you so much for your support. Success. What is success? With the world changing so fast these days and the year 2020 almost over, I am wondering more and more what success actually means today. It used to be that success was measured by how much money or business success one has, or how much one is famous or influential. But all these don't seem to be that important anymore. Still important to some, but not to as many people as in the past. The way people look at the world and others around them is changing. The way people treat themselves and others is changing. And yes, there are still those who are doing it the old way, but certainly less than before. When I think about success, I first remember that some generations tried to do better than their parents and grandparents, in the sense that they wanted to have more of the same of what the parents and grandparents had. Taking something they saw as an example and then just being better at it. That was the norm. Trying to prove their worth to someone, to be loved, to be respected, to be acknowledged. But today, people are really looking at themselves and are going inwards more and more and are finding out what their own values are and who they really are as people at their very core. Once any person finds that out about themselves, and once they've nurtured a relationship with themselves and got clear on their priorities, they start to choose differently and act differently. They don't care anymore about what anyone else thinks. All they care about is that they are being true to themselves and that they are expressing themselves fully. The need to please is gone, and one is then simply authentic. And being authentic is what draws people to them. For me, today's success means being fully myself in the world, being creative and sharing my gifts. Reaching people with the idea of inspiring them to also be their true selves and to express themselves and share their gifts as well. How many people I touch does not matter. To me, that is not the measure of my success. Success to me is helping any number of people to be truly themselves. And that's it. I used to think that success meant being successful with my music, but not anymore. Doing music is a privilege, and as long as I'm happy doing it, I'm going to keep on doing it. It's funny how things change. It's funny how people change. One must be true to oneself. In the 21st century and from now on, that is the norm. If not, people are just not going to be happy and their lives are not going to work. You can take this as my opinion only, of course, and my perspective only. I just felt I needed to say it. Whatever the case may be, I hope you are out there, especially if you're highly sensitive, and that you are paving the new way as the leaders of our society. Long enough have the highly sensitive people been hiding. We need to accept our role in the evolution of humanity and give our priceless contribution. We need to be brave. So go out there, be brave, touch people, inspire people, be creative, lead. If there ever was a time to do something, it is now. And there is nothing more that I have to say about success. Let me know what you think. Message me on Instagram at BEnergyAware or through my website, BEnergyAware.com, and please subscribe and share this podcast. I would appreciate if you leave a review or just hit 5 stars on Apple Podcasts. That means a lot to me. I'm Bran, your host, and I'll talk to you again next week.